Are you using weight loss jabs and thinking of going on holiday? Hold that thought for a second because your travel insurance could now be completely invalid. Good news though is I'm going to explain why, what to do, and how to fix it. You know those incredibly popular skinny jabs like Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Wegovy. Well, here's the kicker, because if you're using them and going abroad, you must declare them on your travel insurance policy. And not just which ones you're using, but also, believe it or not, the underlying condition or conditions it's prescribed for. Now, I know what you're thinking. I understand. Why? If you have an accident or a fall or you fall ill, etc., while on holiday, how can not telling the travel insurance company be an issue? Well, think again, because not only are these obviously drugs, in fact, they're actually classified as new drugs. And therefore, failing to declare them is not only a major oversight on your part, it's actually considered a very serious breach of your travel insurance contract. So imagine this. Imagine being on holiday and God forbid you suddenly need medical help. Even if it's something completely unrelated to your skinny jabs, to your medication, like an accident or you fall ill or sickness, anything like that unrelated. If you haven't declared which weight loss jab you're using to your insurer, they are well within their rights to not only refuse your claim, but even actually cancel your policy altogether. It's completely down to you to inform your travel insurance company regarding any possible changes to your circumstances, which they think, not you think, they think could change things. So the consequences, well, they can be extremely severe. We've all seen stories on the internet, on the news, of costs involved when people don't have insurance or they haven't told the truth insurance company. It can run into thousands or tens of thousands, especially if you need going to another hospital or even flying home, God forbid. So what's the simple takeaway here? Well, even before you start packing, be completely 100% transparent with your travel insurance provider about your weight loss medication, what you're taking, and why you're taking, and the condition it's prescribed for. Now, yes, it might very slightly increase your premium, but that small upfront cost, if indeed there is one, really will pale into comparison to the potential hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands, I've said, you could be generally left with if something goes wrong. And while we're on the subject of being prepared, two other vital tips for you regarding this. First of all, always carry, if you can, a copy of any prescription, or even better, a doctor's letter when you're traveling with any medication. It's crucial not only for navigating the airport security, especially when you land in a foreign country, and more importantly, provides solid proof to your insurer if any questions arise later. Think of it, I guess, as your medications passport. And secondly, check the rules of your destination country, where you're flying into, for bringing in prescription drugs, because different countries have different regulations and you don't want to get caught out. For example, in Greece, codeine is not allowed into Greece without a valid prescription and or a doctor's letter. That's right, codeine. It's classified, believe it or not, as a controlled substance in Greece, and it's treated the same as dangerous drugs. So remember, your insurer is well within their rights to refuse your claim and even cancel your policy if you haven't told them about changes in conditions or medications, even if to you the issue seems unrelated. And I guess there you have it. Bit of a shocker, but now you know the solution. You should have nothing to worry about. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, if you can, give the video a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, as they say, stick them down below and I'll answer them very, very quickly. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, go explore Greece.